Welcome to B-Town Talk. I'm your host, Dawn Davis. We're here to talk about a variety of things. You know, it's almost February, which means that most people who have made their New Year resolutions have pretty much botched them, 75%. I mean, statistically speaking, 75% of Americans pretty much give up on no smoking, I'm going to get in shape, I'm going to have a better relationship with my mother-in-law, or whatever it might be. But today we're here to talk about fitness and several other things. Did you know that this place where we're filming is actually called Philadelphia Private Gym, but it's in Bensalem. It's at the location 2636 Bristol Pike. This used to be Cherry's nightclub, and many moons ago, we used to come here to have a really good time. With that, stay tuned. We're going to have a really good time in this segment. It's my distinct pleasure to be here with my good friend and businessman, Pondeli. Hello.
Hi, Dawn. How you doing?
Okay. It's cold out there. It's wintertime. You know, this relationship that I have proudly become involved with, the Bensalem Business Association, essentially is a nonprofit organization. And I'm going to let Pondeli take it from here and really describe just exactly what is the Bensalem Business Association and its function within Bensalem Township and beyond.
It started the association, I guess, about 4 years ago. The idea essentially was to see how we can help each other out, business owners. Met up with the mayor. Mayor thought it was a good idea. And we actually had our first meeting down here. We had, I think it was like 7 business owners. And for the first year, every meeting was down here once a month. And what we do is we try to help each other out. And that's about it. Just as business owners, see how we can do things to better our relationship with the community and with each other.
And how Dawn Davis became involved here, just word of mouth. I came to one of the meetings for the Bensalem Business Organization. I'm like thinking to myself, wow, this used to be the Club Cherries, and look at this place. It's magnificent. When I came here and saw all the workout equipment, I thought to myself, I need to do this. I am not the person that I used to be. Physically, spiritually, psychologically, I had been drained. I was not that same person. So to me, it's always taking that first step. It took me a good 11 months to take that first step, but I came here and I met your wife. You say Marian, which I love because it sounds so French. Marian is what yes, thank you so much. And we have, you know, you provided me with a free evaluation, and boy, was I a wreck. Trying to do this, one of these gadgets I had to do, I thought they were going to have to call 911. But they didn't. I made it. It's been 8 months, and I have never, ever felt better. So at this point, I'd like to thank you for telling our viewers what the Bensalem Business Association is all about, but I know that you have an open house coming up. Can you talk about that a little bit before we bring Marian on?
Oh yeah, we like to do open houses periodically. We're having one was it Saturday, February the 9th. The 9th from 12 noon to 3 p.m. And when we do the open houses, it's an opportunity for people to come in to see the place. Because we're a private gym, you just can't come in, and you have to have an appointment. I do the free evaluations. People want to call, they can make an appointment. I'll do the evaluation for them. But otherwise, you can't just stop by and ask questions or look at the place. With the open houses, you can come by, see the place. So clients that we're working with, like our 5 a.m. client, might not ever meet the 5 p.m. client. So here's an opportunity for clients to meet each other, significant others to come into the place to see what we do, and for people in the community to find out what a private gym actually does. Also, it's an opportunity for us to have some really healthy food that my wife will make. And what we'll do is we have a male and female massage therapist. They'll be here doing sample massages for people. We have a yoga instructor. We do small classes here. She'll be here to do a little thing with yoga. And we have some other trainers that we work with. And it'll be an opportunity for people to meet my entire staff and what we do and see what's happening. Because again, there are no windows here, and you can't see us, and most people don't know we're here, so the open houses are kind of a nice function to have for the community. We do one-on-one training here. We do the hour evaluation, do the one-on-one training, but there are other trainings that potentially can be going on. So as you might be training with my wife, another trainer might be working somebody else out. So sometimes people get confused and think the entire gym is just for one person.
Oh yeah, I kind of messed that up. But it's not packed like, let's say, your normal mainstream gym.
There are no memberships here. Nobody can get a membership and come and use equipment at will. So you never have to wait for anything. Every appointment you have is with a trainer, and we take you through the entire workout from the start to finish. And yeah, that's the way it kind of works. So.
And if someone wants to join the Bensalem Business Association, give that information.
If they want to join the Bensalem Business Association, all the information on the association is at bensalembusiness.com. It only costs $120 to join for the year. If you're actually a new business in Bensalem, it costs nothing for that calendar year to be a member. So and if you want to come out to one of our meetings in February the 13th, I believe Wednesday, February 13th, we're having a meeting at Sam's Club. We're going to get a behind the tour scene of Sam's Club. Get in touch with me. Come to the first meeting free. See what we're doing, and get involved.
There you go. There you have it. It's going to be great. So now we're off to Marian. Okay. It is my distinct pleasure to be here with my friend and my partner, my own personal trainer. This is Marian.
Hi, Dawn. Thank you for doing this segment with us. Appreciate it.
Now, we were speaking earlier about a little bit of physical fitness, but we're really going to get into it. And as you leave the gym, you'll see painted on the steps, it's never too late to be the person you always wanted to be. Now, when I came here, I was 25 pounds heavier, 18 inches larger, and people are under I think a misconception about diet, bodybuilding. They think you're going to see results in 2 or 3 weeks. Why don't we just go through quickly just the process, especially perhaps as it relates to my experience, how you have gotten me to this particular level.
This thing doesn't work over time. You didn't put on those pounds for overnight.
Right.
So you will not remove it overnight. It's a process. Actually, the ideal calories that you can burn in a week or weight loss is probably 1 to 1.5 pounds. That's the ideal and conservative.
As you said, what took years to build up will take time to come off. And when it comes off slowly, it's the better, healthier way. Won't you agree?
That is so true. Actually, what you have to just do is make carbohydrates your friend. Carbohydrates is fuel. Your body is like a car. When you put fuel, you don't put on empty. You put on 1/4 or 1/2. That's like our body. Because if you put fuel when you're empty, you will stop in the traffic. That's just like our body. You have to eat every so much time in one day. How many times do you eat?
Every 3 hours.
Every 3 hours, like 6 times a day.
Correct.
With small portions of good food. Complex carbohydrates during the day and protein. Carbohydrates is really fuel. It will give you energy. And as you are exercising, you get more energy after it. And it gets on and on and on and on. And just eating well.
Isn't it? And so it's basically the theory of metabolism. You need to keep your body fueled in order to expend the energy that is required in order to put your body through physical activity. And I know, I'm sorry, when I first started, I thought, and the most important thing is what? You must eat.
Breakfast is very good because that's what's going to keep you going the whole day. And our body has its own self-sustaining mechanism. If you don't feed it, it will not give anything. It has to sustain itself through walking, talking, and whatever else activity you have to do. So you cannot starve yourself.
No.
That's the no-no. That's when your metabolism shuts down and not give out anything.
We wanted to get into a little bit today about people who work what we call, and what Marian, I love how she titled this, bone-crushing labor. For our construction men and women out there who think that because they work at such a hard, physically hard occupation every day. They're getting their exercise. And they're fully exposed to the elements with no time for repair and rejuvenation. So what does overload mean when we're talking about this?
Well, overload means that certain level of stimulus is necessary for adaptation to occur. It just means that with any given exercise, you have to gradually increase the weight or load so that you can generate progress.
And how about, and with respect to what you do here, what is the specificity of training?
Okay, technically, specificity of training means that specific stimulus results in a very specific structural, metabolic, and other functional changes that are targeted in elements of your body. It also means that different regimens have varying results in your skeletal, muscular, and cardiovascular systems. An example of this is your bones. Our bones respond to load, and you don't get that same effect with swimming in a pool, different. Stretching in a mat, or even in a stationary bike. It's very specific. When you walk or run, you build your legs or your hips, but not your elbows and your wrist. Weight training is the most efficient way to assure you that you're strengthening your bones.
Now, repetition is something that you need to, I think, clarify with people, what repetition truly means for the body.
Well, repetition is just when you're working out, like when you're doing your exercises, just going through the same motion again and again. But remember, not to a point of damage. Exactly. That's just as easy as that.
Now, just like with anything else, you need to rest. Now Sundays I call my day of peace. That is the day that I do not do the treadmill, I don't work with any weights. The human body requires rest. Why don't you tell our viewers a little bit about that?
Rest is very important. It's an essential part of the building process. Without it, the gains that you have achieved can turn into losses. Treating your body well retards aging, and the pace of aging.
That's the one I like. Retards the aging process.
And the pace of aging is partly determined by genetics, but also lack of sleep, poor nutrition, and excessive use of alcohol can make you look older than your time. So you have to rest, really. And the last one is reversibility. It means that earlier you were telling me about somebody asking you, you have achieved what you want, you can stop exercising.
Yes.
I know, but reversibility means that if you discontinue exercise, the benefits you've gained can turn into losses.
Honestly, at the end of the day, it's about taking control of your life. And actually, when you feel better, like the saying says, when mama's happy, everybody's happy. And I would like to thank you, Marian, for your time. I'd like to thank Pondeli. We made him leave. We didn't want him to be here for the segment. And I just hope that even if one person gets this message out there, that Bensalem Community Television has done justice in helping someone become healthy. Would you like to say any closing words?
I just want to thank you, and thank you for doing this segment with us. And just like what you said, I hope a lot of people can hear this and see this and make it their lifestyle.
Absolutely. Well, for B-Town Talk, I'm Dawn Davis, and we'll talk to you later.